This is Into the Fire.
I'd like to welcome into the fire the exciting small forward, Gippsland's young pressure forward, Will Papley. Nice to meet you, Will.
Thanks for having me.
My pleasure. Well, Will, you are obviously the younger brother of Tom Papley, the star forward of the Swans. He's obviously quite a bit older than you. What was growing up like in the Papley household? Did Big Bro pick on you a bit?
Yeah, he did a bit at the start, but I eventually caught up to him. Yeah, he taught me a lot. He taught me everything I know, really, or him and me dad. Always kicking out in the backyard. Very sporty house because I got me older sister as well. She's a netballer. Always playing sport around our house. Very sporty.
Yeah, sport's the best. You're a great up-and-coming player in your own right. A small forward with great tackling pressure and elite forward pressure. Seeing that is the only way the AFL game has gone, and every team needs those type of players. Do you pride yourself on that aspect of the game?
Yeah, I love the way I play. Really like high pressure. I like tackling too, like hurting blokes. I think that's definitely how I grew up. Country kid, sort of rough as guts, if you like. The new game's changed a lot. It's all about fast pace, which I believe I do have the pace, but definitely not the endurance quite yet. I'm still working on that a bit.
Yeah. You've had a few injuries, which has held you back a bit. COVID has ruined the season in Victoria, but has it in some way at least given you some time to help get the body right? And how is that at the moment?
Yeah, definitely. I always rather be normal though, the season to be normal, but it's definitely benefited me a little bit. I would have missed, I think, the first few games, but it's annoying not getting the rest of the season in. But I definitely benefit from it. I'm not feel sorry for the other blokes though that have been training all pre-season and stuff.
Yeah, it would be hard. You were quoted as saying that your tank isn't the biggest and endurance is one thing you struggle with. Don't worry, that's me too. But hey, Usain Bolt wasn't a marathon runner. How are you going with the goal of building your endurance?
Yeah, I've been doing running programs. Been doing a new one every second week. So I do training all week. I just got a new cycling bike that I borrowed off my cousin. And I've been doing that a fair bit. So yeah, enjoying that.
Yeah, it sounds like fun. I know you have eyes of moving into a more midfield role. Fast forward 5 years, where do you see yourself playing? Because man, with your goal kicking skills, moving you too far from those big sticks would be a crime.
Yeah, about 5 years from now, sort of like a Robbie Gray, hopefully. Robbie Gray is a great player. I idle off him a bit. I've always looked up to him because he's a bit taller than me though. He's the mid forward type of role player, which I really look at. I definitely like playing forward more though because I like kicking goals and like putting on pressure and stuff.
Yeah, it wouldn't be bad if you were like Robbie Gray.
Yeah.
You played last year with the likes of Caleb Sarong and Sam Flanders, two guys who are a bit similar in the fact that they played both in the midfield and up forward. How were they in your development?
Yeah, they were really good for me. All the coaches just said, watch them too, watch Sam, watch Caleb all the time. Even like young blokes like Sam Berry as well. He's similar too. He's a midfield forward. Caleb, I didn't see much of Caleb though because he was playing school footy in Geelong. But Sam really helped me through the way a lot.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Okay, so I imagine that you hate being compared to your brother, and I'm not going to do that because, to be honest, that is just unfair to a guy who is making his own way into the top league. But I wouldn't mind asking a few questions about how he's helped you along the way, if you don't mind.
That's all right.
So Tom has been through both the up and downs of the draft period. Has he given you any advice going into this year's draft?
Yeah, definitely. He always said, because next year we got under-19s. If it doesn't happen this year, he got overlooked twice, I think, and was lucky enough to get under-19-year-old in the TAC Cup. So he was lucky enough to get that, and he kept working hard enough to get picked up in the rookie draft in 2015. He's definitely helped me a lot, saying never give up, keep working hard, and your time will come.
Yeah, he's definitely a hard worker. Now, I'm sure he has given you a hard time as a youngster. Has he at least paid you back by giving you some cool perks around the footy club?
Yeah, I think every time he comes home in the off season, he always brings a big bag of training gear and socks and shorts and tops like that. So it's good.
Yeah, sounds pretty cool. Last question about this. Having been around the Swans club, has that really fueled the fire for you to want to become an AFL footballer?
Yeah, definitely. In January, I spent a bit of time up in the club with Tom. I spent about a week up there and about 3 or 4 days at the club. And yeah, Stevie J taught me a lot. I had a meeting with him in his office going through about forward craft and walking around with horse all day during training was pretty good.
Yeah,
Learnt a lot.
sounds awesome. All right, so knowing you're a small pressure forward, are you also good on the lip as well? Everyone knows that small forwards are the cheekiest blokes on the field.
Yeah, well, Tom's got a bit of lip, as everyone probably knows. I'm not as chirpy as Tom. I'm pretty quiet, to be honest. But once I get on the ground, a bit of white line fever comes on, so I give a bit here and there. So, yeah.
Ah, yeah. So we now have a good idea of what you'll bring to the field. But what is Will Papley like off the field? What do you like doing outside of footy?
Yeah, I definitely love playing any type of sport. But I like playing golf. Really into me golf, actually. I play with my cousin a lot. Like shooting hoops with all my mates, like spending time with all my mates, very sociable and stuff like that, because friends and family are the main people in your life.
Yeah. Okay, Will, let's ask some questions. You versus Tom. Very simple and not footy related. Who is the most likely to wash the dishes?
Tom.
Oh, yeah. Who is taller? I wrote this one for you because I already know the answer.
Me, by a centimetre.
Yeah. Who is most likely to start a brother argument?
Tom.
Who would win a one-on-one basketball match in the backyard?
Tom.
Who was more popular at school?
Definitely me.
Oh, yeah. Last question. Who spends most time looking in the mirror?
Tom.
Okay, so here's a few questions for you. What sport other than footy are you pretty good at?
I wouldn't say I'm pretty good at it because you're always up and down in it, but I like playing golf, yeah.
Yeah, golf is pretty cool. You're in an elevator with the girls from the Miss Universe contest. What is your opening line?
Oh, it's a good one. Did it hurt when you fell from heaven?
Oof. Think you've been practicing that one.
No.
What would you do better on, Big Brother or Survivor?
Big Brother, I reckon.
If you were flown free to any sporting event in the world, what would you choose?
Probably Premier League or NBA Finals.
Yeah, I've been to an NBA game. They're pretty cool.
Yeah, I want to go there.
Yeah. What would you rather, skydiving or swimming with sharks?
Swim with sharks, but I reckon skydiving is safer.
Yeah, I would not want to swim with sharks. What's your go-to karaoke song?
Sweet Caroline.
Oh, yeah?
By Neil Diamond.
Yeah. Well, Will, you're a jet, and what excites me the most is that you're a goal kicker. You see, on my show, they are like rock stars, and you are a rock star. I cannot wait for you to be on the big stage and sneak up behind someone and get them holding the ball. The crowd will go off, and when you hit the goal for the very first time, I know you'll show the passion and emotion that is worthy of the first goal. But Will, it's important to have a celebration worthy, and that is where I come in. I have just the same thing for such a worthy forward. It's the Into the Fire. Do you want to give it a go?
Yeah.
Pretty good. Better do that.
Yeah.
Well, Will Papley, you certainly are a great guy, and to add to that, an outstanding footballer. It's been awesome to get to know you better, and I wish you all the best in the upcoming draft.
Thanks, LJ. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.